Hello, and today I present to you the movie American Graffiti. I will tell you about the original names and ages of the actors and how they changed in 2023. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to support us. Alright, let's get started. John is played by Paul Le Mat. In 1973, he was 28 years old, and now he's 77 years old. While Paul Le Mat is perhaps most recognized for his role in American Graffiti, he has had a diverse career spanning several decades. After his breakout role in the early 1970s, he continued to work steadily in both film and television, and in the 1980s, Le Mat appeared in films such as The Long Shot, 1986, and The Night Before, 1988. He also had roles in television movies and miniseries during this time.
Where is it that you live, Carol?
Over in Ramona. Why? Oh, no. You thought I'd tell you where I
It's a
live?
56 Pontiac, but the guy left before we could let him know that he won the award, so we're hoping he'll come back tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, speaking of classic cars, too, I know that you have some a new DVD.
Steve is played by Ron Howard. In 1973, he was 19 years old, and now he's 68 years old. American Graffiti, Howard continued to act in both film and television. However, he eventually found even greater success behind the camera as a director. He became one of Hollywood's most respected directors, helming a string of successful films such as Splash, Cocoon, Apollo 13, A Beautiful Mind, and the Da Vinci Code series, among others. Howard's directorial work has earned him critical acclaim and numerous awards, including 2 Academy Awards.
$2,000, man, $2,000!
Mr. Jennings gave it to me to give to you. He says he's sorry it's so late, but it's the first scholarship the Moose Lodge has given out. And he says they're all very proud of you back at the local.
Dude, why don't you hold it for me for a while?
Hey, I don't want it. Take it. It's yours.
In Inferno. You guys are really good friends, good buddies. He's such a nice guy. And then he just did an impression of you on Saturday Night Live days ago. And I'm curious, did he ask permission first, or did he just go for it? Let's take a look. I want to get your reaction.
Kurt is played by Richard Dreyfuss. In 1973, he was 26 years old, and now he is 75 years old. His role as Kurt in American Graffiti helped solidify his status as a rising star in Hollywood. Kurt is depicted as a thoughtful and introspective character who is grappling with the uncertainty of his future, a theme that resonated with audiences of all ages. Dreyfuss brought a depth and vulnerability to the role that made Kurt relatable and endearing.
Call out of the stations. Can you dig it? Answer the phone, dummy.
Pinky's Pizza.
Yeah, listen, you got any more of those secret agent spy scopes?
It's right on the 7th.
Debbie is played by Candy Clark. In 1973, she was 26 years old, and now she is 75 years old. Her portrayal of Debbie showcased her talent as an actress, earning her critical acclaim and a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. Clark's performance captured the innocence and complexity of Debbie's character, making her a memorable part of the ensemble cast.
Last year. Yeah, those were good ponies. Had to train them special myself. Took a lot of time.
Yeah, do you still have them? We can go for a ride.
No, I had to sell them to get these wheels. And a Jeep. I got a Jeep pickup
for
before
American Graffiti. And, I'm lucky to be in a film like this. It's like being in The Wizard of Oz or Gone with the Wind. It's a classic. So, it's a real...
Laurie is played by Cindy Williams. In 1973, she was 26 years old, and now she is 75 years old. In American Graffiti, Williams embodied Laurie Henderson, a character torn between her feelings for Steve Bolander, played by Ron Howard, and her own aspirations for independence and self-discovery. Williams brought warmth and authenticity to the role, making Laurie a relatable and sympathetic character. And following her success in American Graffiti, Williams continued to work in film and television, but it was her role as Shirley Feeney in Laverne and Shirley that solidified her place in popular culture. The show was a major hit and ran for 8 seasons, earning Williams multiple award nominations and widespread acclaim.
I had to. Remember the picnic?
Out at the canyon?
Oh boy, you don't remember anything, do you? The first one up at the lake.
I went in to meet him, and he was half asleep. And it was described to me as being directed by one of the writers who is this new prodigy, you know.
Terry is played by Charles Martin Smith. In 1973, he was 20 years old, and now he is 69 years old. As Terry, Smith brought a charming awkwardness to the character, endearing him to audiences despite his clumsy misadventures throughout the film. Terry's escapades, including his attempts to impress Debbie, played by Candy Clark, and his misadventures with Steve's car, added humor and levity to the film's nostalgic portrayal of small-town life in the early 1960s.
Say, was there an old man in here a minute ago?
Yeah, he just went out the back. Want something?
Yeah. Let me have a Three Musketeers.
We had the two wonderful kids, Cozy and Nathan, and I knew when I was writing it who was going to be saying the lines, and that's a pleasure that writers don't normally get. So I could hear Morgan in my head as I was writing, and I know...
Joe is played by Bo Hopkins. In 1973, he was 35 years old, and sadly he passed away on May 28, 2022, at the age of 84. In American Graffiti, Hopkins embodied the character of Joe with a blend of toughness and charisma, portraying him as a quintessential small-town tough guy. Joe's interactions with other characters, particularly his confrontations with John Milner, contributed to the film's exploration of youth culture and the clash between different social groups in the early 1960s.
And bring him over here, I want to show him something. Yeah. Bend down here, look across there, you see? Right across there, you see?
The squadron there wanted me to make them honorary pharaohs, and they let me get in the F-115 that bombed Gaddafi, so I felt pretty good. I was a head pharaoh there.
This jockey is played by Wolfman Jack. In 1973, he was 35 years old. Sadly, he passed away on July 1, 1995, at the age of 57. While he initially gained fame as a radio DJ on stations such as Xurf in Ciudad Acuña, Mexico, and later on American stations, Wolfman Jack's popularity soared when he began hosting his syndicated radio show, The Wolfman Jack Show. His energetic and charismatic style made him a beloved figure in the world of rock music, and he became a cultural icon of the era.
Icebox just broke down and they're melting all over the place. You want one?
No, thanks. Listen,
Have a popsicle.
are you the Wolfman?
No, man, I'm not the Wolfman.
Madison, how you doing? Give it 10, baby.
Oh, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you taking the trouble to listen to our song.
Oh, the Wolfman Good Vibes Adventure, you understand?
He's my partner, Felix Unger. He's got the music with him.
Give it 10, Felix. Give it 10.
Carol is played by Mackenzie Phillips. In 1973, she was 14 years old, and now she is 63 years old. In American Graffiti, Phillips portrayed Carol Morrison, a rebellious and spirited character who becomes involved with John Milner, played by Paul Lamont. Phillips's performance captured Carol's sense of adventure and longing for freedom, as well as her vulnerability beneath her tough exterior.
Oh, rats. I thought some of my friends might be here.
It's probably a couple of weeks past their bedtime.
Oh, wait, there's Dee Dee. I hope she sees me.
Shit, Dee Dee.
I found it. I got the music in me. 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 I got the music.
Peg is played by Kathleen Quinlan. In 1973, she was 19 years old, and now she's 68 years old. Following her role in American Graffiti, Clark continued to work in film and television, earning critical acclaim for her performances in projects such as The Man Who Fell to Earth and The Big Sleep. She received an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress for her role in American Graffiti, cementing her status as one of Hollywood's most talented actresses.
What do you think of in terms of what you'd wish you'd spent more time on, less time on? you know how some people say, you know, I wish I'd worried less.
Bobby is played by Lynn Marie Stewart. In 1978, she was 27 years old, and now she's 76 years old. In American Graffiti, Lenz embodied the character of Bobby with a mix of charm and wit, portraying her as a confident and independent young woman. Bobby's interactions with Terry, the Toad Fields, played by Charles Martin Smith, provided comedic moments and added to the film's exploration of teenage relationships and dynamics.
Chasing girls down for you.
Lori, I'm telling you, this was the most perfect, dazzling creature I've ever seen.
She's gone. Get it.
She spoke to me. She spoke to me right through the window. I think she said, I love you.
And I remember him standing over there and saying, come on, guys, we don't want to be around when that thing pops.
Bob Falfa is played by Harrison Ford. In 1973, he was 31 years old, and now he is 80 years old. In American Graffiti, Ford's performance as Falfa exuded confidence and swagger, making him a memorable antagonist to John Milner. The character's iconic car, a black 1955 Chevrolet 150 coupe, and his reckless attitude added to the film's nostalgic depiction of 1960s Americana.
One hell of a lot more than that to scare me.
Yeah, been looking all over for you, man. Didn't nobody tell you I was looking for you?
Hey, I can't keep track of all you punks running around here backwards.
Hey, you're supposed to be the fast thing in the valley, man, but that can't be your car. It must be...
Came to play, and I said, and with great enthusiasm, I called up the producers and I said, this is great, I can't wait to get blah, 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 and what a great part. Why don't we see if we can get...
Thank you for watching the whole video. Leave your comments below this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and press the bell to wait for our next videos. Thank you and see you again.